When it comes to making strawberry jam at scale, the first step in the process is to pick the finest strawberries. Workers pick the ripest berries by hand or by using different tools. They identify the berries based on their years of experience and ensure that each one they choose has the perfect amount of sweetness. Once the berries have been picked and collected, they are then transported to the factory, where they undergo a ton of different processes. The first of these processes is the preparation during this stage. The strawberries are carefully washed. This helps remove any dirt or residue that the berries may have picked up from the field. After being washed, they go through another selection phase, where the main aim is to toss out any berries that are either damaged or not ripe enough. Doing so helps ensure the best quality of the material for the jam. Next, the green stems and leaves are removed, leaving only the juicy red fruit. At this point, the strawberries are then ready for the next steps in the jam making process. The attention to detail at this stage is crucial, as it can greatly influence the rest of the process. After being carefully selected and prepared, the strawberries are crushed and mixed together. To do this, the strawberries are transferred to large mixing tanks based on their capacity. In these tanks, crucial supplementary ingredients are added to refine the strawberries. These additives help enhance the texture and flavor of the strawberries. Commonly added ingredients include natural thickeners, like pectin, which ensures proper gel formation, and sugars used for sweetness and preservation. Additionally, acids such as citric acid may be added to balance flavors and act as preservatives alongside antimicrobial agents like sodium benzoate and sodium sorbate to inhibit microbial growth. Adding citric acid also helps lower the pH levels to be in between 3 to 3.5. These meticulous additions are fundamental to crafting high-quality, commercially viable strawberry jam that meets taste and safety standards. After thoroughly combining the ingredients, the mixture is blended to ensure an even distribution of all components. The mixing process is critical, as it ensures that all the ingredients are balanced and have the optimal effect of the taste and quality of the jam. The carefully prepared strawberry mixture is cooked in large industrial cookers with precise temperature controls, ensuring perfect consistency during this crucial stage. The carefully made cookers keep the temperature from changing by slowly adding the mixture as needed. This ensures the batch does not burn or scorch and is cooked evenly throughout. Gradually raising the mix to a specific temperature, usually 105 degrees Celsius or 221 degrees Fahrenheit, is essential because that's when the pectin forms and gives the jam its smooth, tasty texture. One benefit of raising the temperature is that it helps dry out any extra water from the fruit, making the taste and sugar concentration just perfect. Overheating could turn the sugars into caramel, which would not be desired and leave an unpleasant smell. On the other hand, undercooking could make the jam too watery and not good enough. Paying close attention to every detail while cooking will ensure that every batch of the strawberry jam being made tastes just perfect. Now, the next step of the process is to add sugar into the mix. This step is critical in the process, as it helps ensure both the sweetness and the longevity of the jam. Once the sugar is added, it slowly mixes into the batch while the strawberries are being cooked. The concentration is usually between 55% and 65% of the end product. This careful balance is essential for taste and preservation because it stops microbes from growing and keeps the jam fresh over time. Sugar makes things sweet and keeps things fresh by reacting with water molecules. By binding with water, sugar successfully lowers the amount of free water in the jam. What this essentially means is that the microbes will take longer to grow, given that the water has decreased. This is another thing that improves both the longevity and the quality of the jam being produced. In factories, this process is done in carefully controlled cookers, where the temperature and other factors are closely watched to get the best results. The goal is to make a product that tastes great, stays fresh, and remains of high quality for a long time, so that people can enjoy the taste whenever they want. Lastly, adding sugar is essential when turning fresh strawberries into tasty jam. This ensures that every batch is sweet, flavorful, and safe. When making strawberry jam, the steps of boiling and setting are very important because they significantly affect the shape and consistency of the finished product. The strawberries and sugar are mixed well, and when the sweetness level is correct, the mixture is sped up to a full boil. This high-temperature stage is necessary to activate the pectin, a natural thickener that gives the jam its gel-like structure. During this stage, the boiling process needs to be monitored so that the temperature can be controlled to around 105 degrees Celsius or 221 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is critical because it lets the sugar and pectin work properly, ensuring the jam will appropriately settle when it cools. Any foam on top is skimmed off during cooking to keep the jam clear and prevent impurities from changing the texture. A very important step in making strawberry jam is pasteurization. This step ensures that the end product is safe to eat and lasts longer. In this step, the jam is heated to a specific temperature for a certain amount of time to kill any microorganisms that could negatively influence the quality of the jam. Usually, the jars are pasteurized by putting them in a hot water bath or letting steam hit them. After they are put into a pot, it takes a certain amount of time for the temperature inside the jars to reach between 85 degrees Celsius and 95 degrees Celsius. This careful heating kills bacteria, yeasts, and molds without changing the jam's taste, texture, or nutritional value. One of the best things about pasteurization is that it stops microbes from growing, which makes the jam last longer. Because pasteurization kills all possible pathogens, the jam can be kept at room temperature for a long time, which is helpful for both retailers and customers. Strawberry jam that has been pasteurized is tasty, safe, and can be consumed without worrying about things going wrong. The next step is to fill and seal the jars with strawberry jam once it has reached the right consistency and taste. This step is crucial for ensuring the jam stays safe and fresh until it reaches the customer's table. The hot jam mixture is put into cleaned jars. Sterilization is necessary to keep the jam safe to eat for a long time, as it aids in stopping contamination and spoilage. Most of the time, the jars are heated ahead of time to the same temperature as the jam. This keeps the jam from cracking when the temperature changes rapidly. When the jars are being filled, the jam only adds up to a certain level, leaving a little space at the top. The head space is very important because it lets the jam expand while it's being sealed and keeps the jar from spilling. Ensuring the right amount of room also helps make a good vacuum seal, which is important for keeping the jam fresh. Airtight caps are then put on top as soon as the jars are filled up to the optimal level. A common way to seal jars is to put caps with a sealing compound on the inside rim. When the jam cools, the air in the opening begins to decrease. This pulls the lid down and seals it, creating a vacuum. This vacuum seal is critical because it keeps air and other contaminants out and helps maintain the quality of the jam. This step is crucial to ensuring the jam stays fresh and is displayed in a way that customers will find appealing and valuable. The first thing to do is to name the jars. Labels have helpful information about a product, like what it is and what it tastes like, what it's made of, and how healthy it is. All of this information has to be clear and correct to keep people informed about the nutritional benefits of strawberry jam. Customers are also given information about allergens, serve sizes, and dietary needs to help them make intelligent choices. Labels are meant to get people's attention and have vital information on them. The look of the label is essential for marketing and promotional purposes because it makes the item stand out on store shelves. Many companies also put QR codes or website links on the labels so that customers can access recipes, brand stories, or more product information. After the strawberry jam is labeled and packaged, it is stored in a warehouse until it can be shipped directly to shops or customers. Jam jars are stored on shelves or boxes in the warehouse, so they are easy to access and inventory can be tracked. Barcode systems and inventory management tools track where and how much stock is in each store. The warehouse has the proper heat and humidity to keep the jam clean, fresh, and bug-free. The warehouse staff prepares the jam by assembling orders, packing the jars into containers, and marking them for shipping. Logistics must work well for deliveries to happen on time so that the jam gets to shops and customers while fresh. Warehouses are significant for keeping strawberry jam in great shape until it gets to the customer. This helps ensure that anyone can enjoy the delicious taste of strawberry jam at any time of the year. And there you have it. Now you know the entire process, from selection to warehousing, of how strawberry jam is made. Stay tuned for our next video because we will be back with more fun manufacturing processes. In my next video, you will find out